John, and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show live. This week, coming to you from a hotel in Connecticut. This week I want to talk about the Disability Pass or DAS Pass system. Now, I know I discuss this a lot, very frequently on the show, but it's that important. Now, if you or anyone in your party has a disability, it's important to have the DAS Pass because not only is it a great time saver, but a lifesaver as well. So I think it's 60 days prior to your visit, you must do a FaceTime with a Disney cast member. They will ask you why you need the pass and if you have used it before. They'll ask you a bunch of other questions and then they'll take your picture. That way, when you get to Disney, you can head into the parks without having to wait in the info centers. So when you go to a ride or check the My Disney Experience app, you will check for a return time. Then go enjoy the rest of the park. Then when your ride time rolls around, there we go. Then when your ride time rolls around, go to the attraction, scan your magic band, and you're good to go. That way, you're doing what you want to do without wasting any time in line. So anyway, that's my tip. Good morning, Elliot Perry. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, 2025 has been a great year full of great content here on the channel. So many great videos from... yes, I was, Elliot. So this week, we are going to cover my top 5 videos of 2025. And as always, I'm doing this in the order of views that these videos have received this year. Number 5, with 497 views, one of my Disneyland videos of Star Tours: The Adventures Continue. So I know I have done many Star Tours videos, but that's good because there are so many different ride combinations in Star Tours, and this particular one was a one with the sequels. So you end up in the Death Star wreckage, Lando, Crate, and then you land on Batuu. And again, that's why I love Star Tours. You never know which ride combination you're going to get, whether it's prequel or sequel. Number 4, with 543 views, our People Mover video from the Magic Kingdom from October. So when I uploaded this, the day that I filmed it back in October, it immediately hit the top 10. Yeah, I feel you, Elliot. Before we go on, every time we head to Star Tours, we make our predictions of which combination we're gonna get. I watched a thing on YouTube, Star Wars at Disney. That's cool, Jimmy Rowe. Anyway, number 4 with 543 views are my People Mover video from October. Of course, you cannot go to the Magic Kingdom and not go on People Mover unless it's not running. That's the only exception. And like I said, when I uploaded that video the day I filmed it back in October, it immediately hit the top 10. And that shows how much people love riding the People Mover at Magic Kingdom. I mean, who doesn't like the People Mover, right? Thanks, Jimmy Rowe. Number 3, with 784 views, my Hoop-Dee-Doo review. Hi, Broom Gang. My Hoop-Dee-Doo review video from February. Smart man. So, I didn't always love the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. In fact, when I was a little kid and we were in the front row, I cried my eyeballs off, which was one of the first signs that I have autism. But we've learned that being on the balcony is better for me. And this time around, back in February, it was a great time at Hoop-Dee-Doo, especially with one of the performers, who played Six Bits this time around, was one of the old citizens of Hollywood. So I'm glad that they're doing good. And they finally did Maine as part of the Where's Everybody From routine. If you know, you know. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. Number 2, with 826 views, one of my Radiator Springs Racers videos from Disney's California Adventure back in April. So, Radiator Springs Racers is one of the rides to do at Disney California Adventure. And because it no, I was not on To Catch a Predator. You, my friend, are in timeout. As I was saying, so my Radiator Springs Racers video, that particular one reached 826 views, which is great because it is perhaps one of the best rides, if not the best ride, at Disney's California Adventure. And I think it's better than Test Track because you got 2 cars going against each other on the loop. And you got those bank turns, and of course all the characters from Cars. I love anything that has to do with racing, so it's a lot of fun. And my number 1 video of 2025 with 850 views, my Pixar Pal Around, the giant Ferris wheel at Disney's California Adventure. This was a video that my dad filmed, his perspective on the big wheel. And we like to ride the one that doesn't swing around. But what my dad does, he points the camera to one of the buckets that is swinging around. That's true, Elliot. That's very true. And so he sees it, and you hear the laughing and screaming coming from the bucket. It's just insane. It's a lot of fun. So let me know in the chat or in the comments if you've seen any of my content from this past year, and if so, what was your favorite? And now it is time for Diz or Dat. Now, both coasts, of course, are going to be ringing in 2026. At Disneyland, both parks will be open, though I'm sure Disneyland will have all the dance parties and New Year fireworks. That's all right, Elliot. And at Walt Disney World, 3 of the 4 will be open since Animal Kingdom closes early, though Magic Kingdom and Epcot will just have... Well, Elliot, I got news for you. I got more Dapper Dan videos on the way. So keep your eyes open for that. But though Magic Kingdom and Epcot will just have the New Year festivities. Of course, Epcot has their silent discos in the UK pavilion. I've seen videos of that. It's crazy. So let me know in the chat or in the comments which coast you would rather celebrate the New Year in. Disneyland, or DAT, Walt Disney World. And now it's trivia time. Last week, we asked which Disney animated movie was the first to introduce an openly gay character. The correct answer was Onward. Congratulations if you knew the answer. And now, here is this week's trivia time question. Who is the main human character in Inside Out? Be the first one in the chat or in the comments with the correct answer, and you will receive 100 cool points. So, 2026 promises to be a great year here on the channel. So, I'm happy to say I have not done Indiana Jones yet, but maybe in 2026 I will. And Riley is correct, Elliot. You get 100 cool points. Congratulations. So like I said, 2026 is going to be promises to be a fantastic year here on the channel. I am planning to do some stuff beyond Disney and stuff like that. I might do some tips for at home for stuff for people with disabilities. But don't worry, there's going to be plenty of awesome theme park content on the way. There's still some stuff from October that has yet to be released, including our very last ride on Dinosaur. And this February, there will be, for the first time on this channel, some Universal content. I'm trying to boost my... That's awesome. That's right. So, there's going to be some Universal content because a member of my family wants to try some of the Universal stuff. But don't worry, there'll be some Disney coming from February. And of course, we'll have our March Madness tournament coming up. To see if Rise of the Resistance can keep its championship title another year. And then we got a big trip in April coming up. So much Disney content will be coming from that. Elliot, talk to me. Well, we can make something happen. And we're going to do and at the end of the year, we're going to do something we've never done before. Next December, we're going to take, as some of you may know from some of my summer episodes of the show, we have an RV. And for the very first time, next December, we're going to take it down to Fort Wilderness for some Christmas time at Disney. So you better stay tuned for that. So 2026 is going to be a fantastic year, and I hope it's the year that I probably, maybe reach 2,000 subscribers. If I get more, that will be awesome. So if you have friends who would benefit from this channel, if you have anyone at all who would... Hi, Aziza. If you have any Disney friends, bring them to this channel. Tell your families, tell your friends, tell your dogs. Some dogs have YouTube channels. It's so stupid. Have them subscribe, because I have a feeling 2026 will be a fantastic year for the channel, and I want each and every one of you to help make that happen. So anyway, that's our show. As always, as I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later. I'll make sure get recast. Don't really know what that means. And I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. For this week's shout outs, make sure you guys... But first of all, I know I did a video earlier this week, but rest in peace, Adam the Woo. Anyway, this week's shout outs. Make sure you guys check out Micah's Barnaby's channel World of Micah. He does great content, not just from the Disney parks, but from a lot of stuff all over America. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Princess and the Bear. They do great food vlogs from the parks. Definitely check them out as well. Also, make sure you guys check out Tanya, a.k.a. That Crazy Disney Lady. That's a loaded question, Aziza. Thank you, One Nickel Miracle. She does great live streams from the parks as well. Definitely check her out. Also, make sure you guys check out Nate, a.k.a. Paging Mr. Morrow. He does great content from the parks all the time. Definitely check him out as well. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until 2026, may the mouse be with you.